Hello, welcome to the Deltahead stream. I'm James Howell. It's good to see anybody who is already here. Let me mute this so I don't have that doubled over acoustically. Excellent. So, welcome. We're going to be doing part 4 of Silent Hill Origins, and as per usual, while people roll in, I'm going to talk about the week's reading since Saturday. Finished the Luciads. It's good. I like Renaissance art generally, and this is a particularly interesting just Renaissance poem because it's about war and not in the particularly reflective way that's humanist. It's very much about nationalism and pride. It is abstracting the concept of loyalty from a king or a particular monarch to a nation, and it is remarkable for that. But it does so. It does so in a way that valorizes like one force conquering all, that there being a unifying victor, which is very much a Roman concept. So I haven't read any criticism to this effect, but it does seem like a poem that, an epic that strives to be Roman, which is a lot of the humanities in the Renaissance time became Roman. But the most fascinating thing to me at all, excuse me, the most fascinating thing to me of all, which I found the most touching and the most humane, actually comes right at the end of, so like Camões has written like this whole big, long poem about the Portuguese to the Portuguese, about how great their conquests are, their military might, how awesome their future is, and how much the sea loves them, and it is just this. And he also chronicles their history, says how their great deeds are so much better than anything invented in the epic poetry of Virgil and Homer because it's real. And then at the end, he finds out that at the end, it's like because they are so martial as a society, they don't value the arts. And he being a poet, that obviously puts him in a weird position. So he writes, "No more, muse, no more. My lyre is out of tune and my throat hoarse, not from singing, but from wasting song on a deaf and coarsened people. Those rewards which encourage genius my country ignores, being given over to avarice and philistinism, heartlessness and degrading pessimism," which is like, I mean, it's like writing this like long 150 page love letter, and then at the end being rebuffed and saying, yeah, well, fuck you. It's like he is just it is stunning because I've never encountered a work that extols a nation's virtues so much to be undermined at the last second out of bitterness. So that is a takeaway from the Luciad. If you're into historic literature, Renaissance writing, recommend it. The translation by Landaig White, Welsh scholar, lately deceased over the past few years, is the best one to go with. Next up will be the poems of Rabindranath Tagore, who is an Indian poet. It kind of felt like if I'm reading one poem about European conquest of what ultimately became an imperial conquest of India and a series of great hardships, I owe it to my karma and the universe to read the Nobel Prize winning poet, one of the Nobel Prize winning poets from India, Rabindranath Tagore, whose work I have read before, but not this deeply, and he's exceptional. There's this just one-line poem: "Praise shames me, for I secretly beg for it." That is good. Yes, we're doing podcast starts now, and I time boxed that to about 5 minutes, and I think that we've reached that. So, welcome, Mode 7. That brings us to 7:10, and I think we're ready to go. 1 second. Oh. And while it's not the intention, I figure, you know, after however many podcasts of these, those 5 minutes intros will be a nice journal for myself to look back on what I read over the course of the year if I feel like I'm not doing anything literary with my time. Yeah, I know. Uploading them is something that is on my long-term to-do list. I just haven't had the time to. There we go. So it's all part of a long game that grows and fits and starts, and yeah, it's kind of this middle ground thing between something I'm doing to contribute to the art and my own hobby. So while I take it seriously enough to invest in it, you know, I don't let it take up more of my time than it needs to, which helps it get along and also keeps me sane. Which is one of the reasons why that Foxhound video, Foxhound Rank playthrough, took about 3 years to finish. If I were a more dedicated YouTube contributor, I think I would have probably wrapped that up within about a year, but man, stuff takes time to make. Time is sometimes rare. Yeah, let's turn this down so I'm not getting this over. So, welcome. How are you tonight? All right. So, as I recall, we just finished up the theater. And let's see, where are we going here? We have a key to the Riverside Motel. And, oh, hold on a second. Vocal participants. Here's somebody who is desperate for attention and who is scratching up the Ethernet wire. Yes, she is. Hello. You made it. You got in. That's right. Dream come true, apparently. And, let's see, what are you going to do? Yeah, you're going toward the bad place. Come on. Get out. There's a place that she likes to go to in the room. That is her place to start digging at wires and carpet, which means that she wants attention, which unfortunately is not her destiny for the next few hours here. Death Stranding on PC, good. Good. That is it's a great game that I look forward to revisiting in a few years. Is that the front door? Okay, there we go. Kind of weird that both doors are not unlocked. All right. I hear something in the mist that I'm not particularly interested to confront. So, Riverside Motel. Where does that place us? Let me zoom out here. Oh, great, I can zoom out, but it's completely illegible. Alright. So it's Greenfield Apartments, that's not what we need. Lumberyard, Tavern, Town Hall, Pet Shop, Florists, Alchemilla, Taco Shack, Cafe Sun. Protagonist did forget his glasses. Everything is hazy. With original resolution meant for a PSP and running through analog video output, yeah, even looking up close, squinting, everything is hard to make out. There we go, Riverside Motel. That is on the exact opposite end of town. Fantastic. I hope there is a path forward that does not require me to go back through all of that. So, let's see. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I remember I tried going this way last time and it did not let me because the plot wanted to guide me toward where I needed to go. Probably because this is a pretty open-ended wandering place. You know what? I'm understanding now why they probably forced me to go back to the theater. My God, that's huge! Basically, they have this whole map open world and they want it to be that way. And that door is huge also. Travis is increasingly shrinking. And in order to make sure that I don't overshoot my destination and wind up wandering all across town by accident, they just did the authorial guiding hand and said, you can't go that way. Yes, I agree. As somebody who clearly wears them myself, though I'm not as bad off as some others, wondering whether or not it's your vision or the thing itself is a real concern. I'm guessing this is Cafe Sun. Alright, service pistol ammo. Grab this and get the hell out of here. So I'm interested to see that those sort of like dog tongue trailing monsters apparently can come in very large sizes. Oh God, come on Travis, time to book it. There we go. All right, a crate I can use to wallop someone. Jesus. Oh, that's not great. Let's see if I can hang out here and catch my breath. Okay, unless I can make my way through public records, which everything that's pink on this map seems to be something I can enter. Unless I can make my way through there, I'm backtracking in a major way. I would like to lure whatever that giant thing is over here so I can use this police car as a barrier and then scoot on around, but I don't know how possible that's going to be. Was that a thing? In fact, it is not. It really does look like a cartoon of an old cartoon of a dog, like Pluto or something, sniffing and following a trail with its, you know, hind way up in the air. This door looks enterable. Yes, and it's got a fixed camera angle, meaning it is the way to go. Okay. Definite danger zone. Do not fly into. Alright. I like the idea that Travis kind of picks up a filing cabinet, and as he's assessing whether or not to take it, just kind of opens it, makes sure that there's nobody else's record inside. You know. Even if he doesn't 100% respect private property, he does respect private information. Because of the concerns expressed by her teacher, it is important to fully look into the matter. The officer spoke with Mrs. Gillespie and her daughter, Mrs. Gillespie. I didn't know there was a Mr. Gillespie. And her daughter, and saw no evidence of any neglect or abuse. He felt that Mrs. Gillespie seemed a model parent, bringing her daughter up in a strict religious household. Further, in order to satisfy the complainant's request, we had Dr. Kaufman from Alchemilla speak with the girl alone, so that any talk rituals or cults were simply childish fantasies. Her only crime, in his eyes, was having read her daughter too many fairy tales. Alright. So, looks like Alessa tried to get away from the cult, and when she went to the cops, or Child Protection Services, the cult kind of gaslit her and made her look crazy. So... I'm guessing this is a big lore opportunity, being public records. However, Travis, being uninterested in those particulars, is happy to dismiss it as unwanted information. Fire started on the second floor. Circumstances are suspicious. Accident in the basement. Old boiler. Cause would appear to be accidental. Spread to the surrounding houses. Alessa Gillespie. This is interesting because I guess it implies that there is this overlap between, you know, what I'm going to call civic reality, where police and firefighters and everything do their work, and this other world reality, because this document would have had to have been created after the opening and before now, so the real world is presumably going on while this is happening. And yes, Mode 7, you're right, the report continues unaltered. And I mean, I guess if you're going to end a lot of documents with it's illegible from here, or somebody has torn away the rest. If you want to just be comprehensive on that point, you should at least point out where it is not broken, right? Alessa dead at the scene. With the implication there is. Which part of that are you looking at? It's a bunch of filler text. Do you mean like the document continues uninterrupted? Hey Hamlet, I'm Earth. It's good to see you. We're doing part 4 of Silent Hill Origins, and okay. So Mode 7 pointed out, as we were reading one of the documents, that there's a line in the middle of it that says the report continues unaltered, which seems to be, I don't know, like a flip side version of all those documents you get where it's like the bottom half is illegible or it's torn away. But, so this says altered police report. So maybe that's what it's in reference to. Oh, there we go. Someone has ruled through this text and added a new paragraph. I skipped that when I was looking through before. So yeah, it's indicating that that it was changed. Part of it was changed in the middle. Excuse me. I think what it's supposed to set up is that, like, the story that we were given in the original Silent Hill is that Alessa tried to kill, Dahlia tried to kill Alessa in an excruciatingly painful way in order to try to tease out her magical powers for the cult's benefit. Instead of that, Alessa created a double of herself, which became Cheryl, um, and uh, and then hid in Silent Hill by protecting herself with various magics. Um, so this is confirming the official story, if that's what you're, if that's the angle that you're questioning this from. This is strange. Looks like I should be able to go this way, but I can't. I guess this place is here for plot purposes? Well, here's a fixed camera angle. And here is what looks like a grate, but I'm not getting any response. Apologies for the spoilers on, on the 1998 release. So yeah, I'm receiving conflicting game design information here. One says fixed camera angle, door, but I can't do anything. And this alcove here looks like I can run into it, but I can't. So my big concern is that there is actually a path forward here that will take me more quickly to my destination rather than just backtracking. It just seems very contradictory to the way the game's played out so far. Oh, I see. I gotcha. Yeah, no, this is a game that only really makes coherent sense in terms of it being a lore installment. Which, you know, the older, I guess I'm going back out here. The older Silent Hill games kind of got their, their chops are that it doesn't really wear its meaning out front, and it gives you a lot to interpret. And what I kind of feel the later Silent Hills do is they give you material that you are expected to interpret in the ways that you have interpreted previous games. So, you're always looking for the psychoanalytic approach or the, tormented past or whatever. And that's the secret to the horror, which makes it a little less horrifying because you kind of know what to look for. You know the story beats and how to interpret them. So, yeah, I guess let's go back to Greenfield. Oh, God. Please. No, 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 no! Camera angle, stop! Gonna be the death of me, literally. Okay. Actually, I might not be able to go back through here because I dropped down through a hole in the floor, which means this is not my forward path. Huh. Looks like we don't have Boogle here to needle for an FAQ. Restless energy, wandering back and forth. Yeah, that I think that is a state that many people would sympathize with right now. And while rest is usually preferable to restlessness, I do hope you get some peace from it. Oh god, the excruciating sufferings of a stamina bar. Alright. Okay, we're back here. Okay. Silent Hill Origins Public Records Office. Looks like I'm not the only person asking what's with the iron bar door. And there is no answer to that. Perfect. The Witness. That's actually a game I've been meaning to play. So we're kind of doing Silent Hill and Resident Evil now on the 2 different days, but The Witness will be a good palate cleanser, I think, from those the survival horror angle, right? That would be a fun game to play live, and everybody could watch me fumble through solving puzzles. Okay. Oh, okay. I need to go back to the streets of Silent Hill. Andy's Books is my destination. Hey, Shantae. Yes, the true horror is realizing that I'm not reading or that the design is sending me conflicting messages, like fixed camera angles on doors, and that is not my path forward. How are you tonight? Very pleased. I have so many folks outside of my time zone showing up. Whoa, map slipping through my hands. Okay, Andy's. Okay, okay. So I go down Coon Street, turn on to Wilson, and then go into Andy's Books. There we go. Probably from a side door. Yeah. Oh. Can we take an energy drink here? I am, in fact, doing well. Thank you for asking. Or wishing, as the case is. Ah, there we go. That's my ticket forward. Now, you're showing me a special camera angle on that door, but you tricked me once. Fooled me once. Shame on you. Right, that's the order of operations, right? Finally, the only safe place in this entire godforsaken town. A bookstore. Oh, perfect. These are, notice the comedy and the horror books look suspiciously similar. That might just be what sense of humor looks like in Silent Hill. Is that an actual assault rifle? It is, in fact, an actual assault rifle on a soldier standee. Two-handed book throwable, that's right. Yeah, I think if Travis could pick up a copy of the Oxford English Dictionary, if you've ever seen a physical copy of one of those, it's sizable. It's about I mean it's about as big as a computer and about as heavy. Andy, everything's fine. You know, when somebody opens up a letter that says everything is fine, you probably should worry. Sold lots of books. Have locked your keys in the cash register. Combination is your Greenfield apartment number. Hope you enjoyed your vacation. Dharma. Modern soldier. Well, that's him. That's the modern soldier. All right. Okay. Andy's apartment number is the oh, and there's the ammo right there. Fantastic. Oh, wow. That's that's a that's a really interesting insight into Travis's character. I would really like to hear his own jokes that make him laugh. Um, I mean, maybe we've caught him at the wrong time. Dictionaries are plenteously in size. Yes. Thank you. I'm glad you caught that. That was an entry from a Middle English dictionary. And Middle English, leading up to early modern English, is among my favorite English because it is from a time when the language use is considered more flexible and is people are more open to accepting its changes based on here we go, based on its rules rather than what's prescribed or correct. So instead of more plenteously, you could have plenteouslier. Okay. So Andy's Greenfield apartment number, is that in my notes? No, it's true. It's true. They had the guts to own it. All right, that's from the sanitarium, patient notes, newspaper. Honestly, if the peasant's even talking to the noble at all, that shows a lack of fear. Nobles were a fussy bunch. There we go. So the puzzle is good. The puzzle's okay for exploration, but that's not really 100% the goal here. Excellent. Now we can finally be free of this wretched house of books. I'm really curious to see what he has to say about the assault rifle. Let's go and reload all of our guns as they round robin icons. This knockoff of an Iron Curtain rifle has a large magazine that holds 18 bullets. So it's, I'm guessing, a knockoff AK-74? Ah, libraries are temporary homes for books. Bookstore written on this tag. For a mortise lock. I think that's kind of cool to identify that. Avoid calling it an AK. Is that a technical error? Ooh, I hear something. Okay, good. This puts me outside the hospital. Okay. Gonna take a left on Crichton, and if the map's visual language serves me right, I should be able to go into the general store. Oh, I see. Well, fortunately, I am free of Konami's lawyers, so I'm at my freedom to call it what it wants to be so badly. Have I been here before? I guess not. Oh, I see. A map level save point. Here comes a candle to light you to bed. Here comes the butcher to chop off your head. You know, maybe with that warning, I'm going to go and save real fast. Wow. It is impressive that gun fanatics have that degree of just like analytic precision to place when an appropriate use of a gun is historically for a game. Like, and I say that unironically. I respect that level of nerdy interest in one area being applied to another. Hi, Pavli. It's good to see you. How are you tonight? We are doing Silent Hill Origins. Travis's big day. In a way, it is interesting because, I mean, something that I have discovered in my own comparative writing, like of having one interest and using another interest as a lens to write through it, is it winds up being a pretty good opportunity to kind of refine your understanding. Okay, shotgun. So I detect in that long description something of an enthusiasm for the method. Rodeo. July 7th through 10th, we just missed it. Okay. I'm curious to see what this way brings in terms of street items. In terms of street items, it is that gigantic thing that I am really not interested in encountering, or its smaller versions. Oh, damn it, looks like I've got to. I am interested that there is apparently enough of a Western cowboy culture in this New England region that a rodeo can be advertised in Silent Hill. Here, we are gonna use a shotgun, take care of this. Can I use a jagged wood to kill it? Is that a thing I can do? Nope, it is not, in fact. Right? It's broken a little bit there. What gun am I even holding? Okay, good, they got things right. So now straight. And is this my entrance? Tire iron, very good. Jesus. Okay, let's catch our breath so we can run by that thing and not have to deal with it ever. Oh, my name's not on it yet. Come on, buddy. Get it all. Now go, go, go. Oh, wait, that's not one of the dog things. That's a Caliban. Oh, I don't like that at all. Computer models behaving within bags of flesh coming soon to a future near you. You are correct. Now, if you've seen the most recent backflipping models from Boston Dynamics, but come on. Pedestrian entrance. Here we go. Pedestrian entrance, please be good. Please be good to me by existing. Oh god, it's really after me. Oh god! I did not see that. That gave me a start. Oh boy. Okay. Thank God. Whew. Anyway, yes, Boston Dynamics continues to amaze and terrify with what they are building. Well, this is menacing. the new K9 unit. I actually have not seen the new one. I've only seen recent footage of the humanoid one. Okay. Feels like cyber computer models, bag of flesh thing can be taken as a jab against cyborgs. Well, I mean, that's not far from the way it's been used. I think one of the I was talking with somebody about in fiction insults in different science fiction universes, and the insult skin job as a derogatory reference to replicants in Blade Runner is hits that nail on the head, and is probably like one of the, I mean, it's quality writing because it needs no explanation. Like you know it's an insult, and you know that it refers to the replicants. Room 306. Excellent. Puzzle, and my hint is a fish. Is this? No, this is not where I just came in. Okay, looks like this is going to be our dungeon for the night. And a lot of music that either foretells combat or dark revelations. Jesus. Well, and you wouldn't be wrong to. Fortunately, fortunately the context keeps you safe. God. See, what does our ammo count look like? I've got a ton of service pistol ammo, and a lot of health, and I think I'm in pretty good shape here. This is a somewhat humble honeymoon suite. Anything in here? Okay, looks like this room is mainly good for observation / nightmare building, which it does a pretty good job of. snake statue? Yeah, I can see that. Cool. Fantastic. Wow. This definitely is the early 80s. Those are some pretty cheap rates. I think even an average night at a Motel 6 now goes for something close to 60. Locked doors don't act like fake doors from Luigi's Mansion. I've actually never played that series at all. I'm gonna have to try a door. Oh, there I am. Okay. Oh God! Whew. Okay. Wow. These things are not messing around. Can I finish it off? I cannot. As long as I've spent the one bullet, I might as well finish it off because I'm probably going to have to go back through here. $40 minimum. Wow. There we go. Now, last time I tried traveling, I remember 60 was... Oh my God. Oh, no, 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 no! The going rate for modest accommodations. Oh, good. A mirror. I don't seem to remember that that particular monster from elsewhere. Okay, just making note that that is there, and I want to check out the rest of the courtyard here first. Maybe I don't want to check out the rest of the courtyard first. Jeez, they just took a boss and made it a regular enemy right off the bat. Usually, like Dark Souls gives you the Capra Demon, but at least waits a few levels before it turns that thing into a regular monster. My beloved wife, I missed you so intensely. Watching them take you away was like a dagger through my heart. It had to be done, but now I'm so alone. At the doctor's advice, I told Travis you were dead. Maybe it would be better if you were. Helen, will you ever come back to me? Yours forever, Richard. Okay, so his dad lied to him. And told him his mom was dead. You know, Space Hamlet, you're right. It uses the film grain as a passive filter, and then when you're near enemies, it uses the TV static, or it uses the sort of horizontal TV signal screwing up words, lines to communicate that. Kind of like it's doing right now. But I don't see, okay, there it is. You know what we're gonna do? It's portable TV time. There we go. Stomping, buddy. Evening, Ark. How are you tonight? Oh no, portable TV. Portable TV knew what it signed up for when it agreed to enter my inventory, and you know, its time had come. It now lives forever, entertaining the halls of Valhalla. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it is. It's gotten kind of hot, so I've got the window open, and that's a good fella. Keep it up. Well, I have a spear, and that seems handy. Let's see what our description for the spear is. Made for hurting. It's very interesting that Travis's mind doesn't go toward killing, but just the pain. Hold on one second. No, I didn't close the window. I needed to shoo a cat away from a door. I mean, as long as the safety seal isn't broken, why not? That's why they put them on there. The string guaranteed to be not tampered with. Okay. So let's go straight forward and take a tour around. That is clearly shut off. Ooh, spooky. I like that. That's very stunning how it looks like that color of red should be its own light source. Oh, okay. I do wish I could see those things before I get over there. Oh. No. No. Can this please do it? I really need those bullets. Alright. Cool. You know, I think it's taken me long enough to get it, but I think I understand that they have a certain amount of health, and they have like a stagger threshold. Staggering them doesn't put them necessarily in a position for the one-hit kill. They have to be staggered and below a certain health threshold for that to kick in. There is the problem of having to find the right angle to do it, but I'm thinking now that that might be the reason why it doesn't always kick in, especially with these guys. So the shotgun is enough to stagger them, but not enough to get them down to like 1/4 or whatever of health they need. I mean, Travis is apologizing for intrusions. That, I gotta say, that ship has sailed. Oh, this is where I just came from. Let's check here first. It's never too late to try to redeem oneself. Well, I don't disagree with that, and I think that that's probably very close to the core of Silent Hill's message. What am I approaching? Oh, okay, there it is. Oh! Woo! Running low there. Please do it. Excellent. Wait, who else is there? Mirth, yes. The other Silent Hill games do. That's one of their stylistic hallmarks for when things are getting weird. And also sometimes passively. I'm sorry, Hamlet. I got it the other way around. The analog static is passive. The film grain is the enemies are near. He shouldn't be able to get me over here, and I wonder if something that's long enough. Yes. Oh no. Crap. All right, brave little toaster. Toaster, thou wert brave. Who is the next to enter the halls of glory? Thank you, filing cabinet. Yeah, I think so. I think it does have film grain, but I also think that one of the things that you can do once you beat the game, I don't think this Silent Hill does it, but most of the early Silent Hills, at least 1 through 3, have secret options that you can access once you beat it once, and they control a lot of the aesthetics like that. So film grain and intensity is one of them. No. Good Lord. I really wish I could see which enemies there are, because that would really determine what is best to use. A deeper read on the use of film grain that you're trying to figure out? How do you mean deeper read? That's interesting. Like in terms of what it means, or it's sort of like when and where it's used? For me, the sounds are not distinct enough, but part of that also has to do with the fact that I am playing this where, I mean, my hearing actually isn't super great to begin with. There are certain ranges that I have difficulty hearing, and because I don't want the audio coming over the camera's mic, I have the volume turned down anyway. So I rely on sight more than I think the design wants me to. Is this the one? I'm just double checking here. Cool. Lock is broken. Just Travis Grady taking inventory on the locks of Silent Hill and whether or not they're broken. Excuse me. Wow, a lot of spears here. I am guessing they're giving me weapons that scale to the kinds of encounters that I'm seeing now. That's interesting, Hamlet. Alright. That should cover our whole walk. There. It is curious that I do have an arrow there because I don't think I've gone through that door yet. You know, Hamlet, that's interesting because, you know, the radio static effect implies, you know, kind of in the same way that a candle will, you know, reputedly burn blue when the supernatural or a ghost is around, that there's something about the supernatural sharing a frequency with those unseen airwaves that creates the static that you're hearing over a radio. So by analogy, it does make sense that like analog static on a TV, right, signal interference, would follow the same rules, but film grain, like film, like I don't know, like dirty film where it's got the vertical lines. I don't know enough about that medium to know whether or not that's the same kind of thing. But I mean, it's not signal distortion, right? It has to do with the physical medium itself. Film grain used to signify the past. I agree with that. Especially more so now, right? That I think more people are familiar with this from effects like these than they do from like tactile experience with it itself. I mean, I'm old enough to remember setting up a film reel in elementary and high school. More scratches into the walls. Those look like they're painted. Can I see what they are? Look like butchers. Is believed a being of tremendous mental energy may become a vessel capable of giving birth to Samael, the god worshipped by this cult. Samael's arrival will bring forth paradise on earth. Something that this vessel is... Given that this vessel is to be molded with suffering and pain, just what kind of god and what kind of paradise would result? They're curious enough to ask, but not curious enough to doubt the value of their mission. Otherworld seems like a rundown old building. Yeah, it's like if the architecture itself could decay as a body does. I'm trying to see what is this? Looks like it's just a bunch of parcels. Oh God, nope. That's not how we're doing this today. Okay. There we go. You know, one thing that I would like, if I could go back in time and make requests of the combat here, I would ask that I have the option to throw melee items with a charge up attack rather than just the heavy two-handed ones. The laundry machine is busted again. Weird guy in clear patch was shouting at me to fix it. Couldn't leave reception. Vase ran off. Hasn't been back since. Low spin, 60 wash, drain, then pre-rinse. Alright, that's my puzzle answer. for when I find the puzzle, and when I... Did that say Redeemer ammo? Oh! Oh, I see. I'm getting a Magnum. Yeah, it does look like a table leg. I mean, it kind of... I mean, it looks like the kind of an environmental scrap you would use in a bar fight, which kind of fits what I think they're trying to do here with Travis. Mirth, yes, yeah. I think I know that it's a. Oh, huh. I don't think I came in this way. I know that it's a technique that's used in many games now, but I'd actually be really interested to see what. Oh, interesting. To know how how its use has changed over time, or if it has. All right, so this is the room that had the police tape.
Helen, every time I look in his eyes, I see you.
Oh, I bet this is where his dad killed himself.
I can't be there for him. There's too much pain in this world without you. That thing that stole your body, it had the right idea.
Thing that stole your body. It's like, suggesting she was possessed and then killed herself. I know that it's got the fish on it. It looks like 12, but I can't tell what month that's supposed to be. Actually, you know, the fish was attached to a scrolling calendar, so I bet I need all the information on that. Context is the only thing that saves any of us. I mean, if the tub is down there on the lower left, I kind of get the TV placement. Is there something over here? No. Man. This is absolutely prepping me for a jump scare. Reminds me of looking idly through the peephole in Silent Hill 4. Which is such a solid game that I think time has vindicated. A lot of people were pretty harsh on it. What is that? Oh, that's those are heavy curtains. So it's got curtains and the blinds. Oh, it's a camera. Charming. So I'm guessing that is a piece of lore. Oh, this is probably Lisa's room. Right. Which is the Rose Suite. Ooh. That'd be the butcher. Okay. I'm curious. If I look over here, keep my eye off the butcher for a little bit, and if I go back over, will he still be there? Yep. Cause of death, shotgun. Is he gone now? Yep, he's gone. That is the thing I was hoping they would do. Good. An awfully strange spot for graffiti. I can't imagine many people would come across it. I agree. No, it's jump scares are strictly the property of game engines, and not creative effort. Oh, that's AR ammo. Okay, I saw the casing and I'm used to parsing that as shotgun shells. Thank you, Resident Evil. So the butcher was in 504, and I did not go into that room because Caliban was there. Okay. Manager's office. So I need to get back there. Oh, does Half-Life 2 use that for pistol ammo? It's been years since I played it, and you are much more of an expert on Valve than I am. Jesus. Can I? Okay, cool. Door's broken. And let's see if I can go this way. Yes! Oh God! Okay. No, that's not what I'm looking for at all. Yeah. Nope. Alright, well, rather than fishing for the sweet spot, that seems to do the trick. Nope. There we go. Oh, interesting. I mean, yeah, it is a generic ammo box. I'm just trained by so much Resident Evil that I parsed it as ammo for of a very specific kind. Good, I'm finally offloading some of these hammers I've had weighing me down forever. Cool. Okay. Alright. So I'm gonna try going into the staff room, and then it's back up these stairs. Oh god. Jesus. Hey Roundley, it's good to see you. We're making more rapid progress through this this particular Silent Hill dungeon than the last ones. It seems to be more compact, and just looking at the map size here, it's smaller than the other ones, thankfully, but I kind of feel like, I don't know, I feel like the long dungeon is a good Act 3 experience, because you've got your bearings, tutorials all out of the way, and you can expect to spend good time using what you've learned. But then as you get toward the end, those longer dungeons just feel like padding to keep you away from the end. Okay. I think I'm going to need to actually get into that room. Okay. Grain is a signifier of memory as a narrative device. Interesting. Oh god. Who is it? Oh, Jesus! Okay. That was, I did not know it fought that ferociously. That is a hell of an enemy to surprise you with close quarters. Christ alive, one of the cleaners called me, said there was something wrong with room 500. Oh wow, so his dad shot himself in front of Travis, and Travis was stuck there for like 10 hours. Yeah, that'll traumatize you. Kind of thing makes me feel bad. Man, like Travis's, just little things that you find in Travis's environmental observations make him strange, and like he stays distant in that same way that Joel stays distant in Last of Us 1, and but the little moments that you kind of come closer to him through the item descriptions and the environmental observations are compelling. Like the fact that you've got somebody who is readily this violent, but also feels sympathy for a stuffed animal, or that the only jokes that make him laugh are his own. That's neat and strange. Evening, Nindiff. How are you? Useless files. But Mirth and Hamlet, that's interesting that I'm interested that you associate film grain with memory in that fashion, because just memory as a function for me is not necessarily a visual thing. Oh, nifty. I unlocked it. Excuse me. Ooh, a lot of these things. There we go. Oh wow, a Confederate flag. That's a passive choice that would not be done today. Let's see. What do we have to say about the Redeemer? Classic 44 hand cannon that provides more than enough bang for my buck. Buddy, you didn't pay a thing for that. And yeah, a Confederate flag in the Northwest, like, I get that they're kind of like communicating, you know, my gun, my freedom, and that sort of conservatism that you associate with the Confederate flag, but it, in popular understanding, means more than that now. That is very interesting that there is that, it's like a person's engraving on the handle. That's a stylistic touch that I don't usually see in guns in games like this, in part because a lot of them are sort of like military issue guns, which don't have that sort of stylistic flair. So that sort of personalization is interesting. And we leave that evil behind us. I think it's very funny how this is oh wait, am I gonna be... I am getting jumped by something. Hold on. I think it's funny that moment of Ocelot's where you know, Snake tells him there's no tactical advantage to an engraving, and then Ocelot just completely leans into his brash arrogance. He realizes that, you know what, he's right, and I don't care. He ditches the engraving, but then goes into, like, I love to reload during a battle, which is like the worst idea, given how vulnerable he is. So he just reminds me of Hermes from Futurama, one of my favorite songs from that show. When push comes to shove, you gotta do what you love, even if it's not a good idea. The song of everybody who has gone into the arts. kitchen knife. That's interesting, Mode 7. I thought they forced you to manually reload in Subsistence MGO with him. I seem to be misremembering, if not. Which references do you mean, Roundley? Oh, nifty. Um, yeah, I've got a video from like forever ago, back when Subsistence MGO still had its official servers, that showed ways of using the SAA on a few different maps, or maybe just one map. Anyway, I remember in that one, Ocelot went through the reloading animation. Okay, I guess this is just for the ammo. Huh, that's interesting. Yeah, gun reloading animations were like one of the first prompts for me to really think about how the playable characters' actions are abstract versions of what we're accepting that they're doing. Because, you, with the press of one button for play efficiency, you want to make sure that the character does each step of the action with a single command. And it just breaks flow to have to be realistic. But there are other things that you want players to do in bits and pieces in process. And so you pick and choose which processes are important to your purpose to make the player go through. And reloading just frequently isn't one of them, even though it is probably one of the more, repetitive / complex actions that a game character is going to be doing on the regular over the course of their adventure if you're playing a lot of shooters. I didn't know the SAA extracted individually. The only revolvers I've used are the ones where you press the thing and that, pops all the shells. Shells? Specific term is escaping me, but the thing left over after you fire. And it, ooh, yeah, this is the butcher, all right. Actually, there's horseshoes and hand grenades. Is it horseshoes and hand grenades? Anyway, there's a VR game that is, I think, Vive only, and it's a gun simulator. And one of the things that you have to do with it is, even though again your actions are sort of abstracted because you don't have like digits with the controllers, you do have to go through each step of reloading and popping the magazine out and putting the new one in and pulling the slide back and everything. And that's a fun one to play with people who have technical knowledge of guns. They tend to enjoy that more. Gross. Looks like he's got a half Pyramid Head helmet. Actually more of a Darth Vader helmet. Yeah, this is definitely a Pyramid Head Darth Vader helmet. Oh boy. So I've got to kill this thing now, and I'm guessing they gave me this gun specifically for this. It is interesting, the Pyramid Head and now Butcher thing, seeing them kill other enemies in Silent Hill, I mean, it gives you a sense of their power, right? But it also kind of implies there's almost like there is an apex predator in Silent Hill, and all these creatures aren't just coexisting monstrously. Okay, I need a clear shot at him. Yikes, that's a hefty boy. Yikes! Okay. That's, I cannot imagine that ending well. Also, using the AR forces you to stay in one place. Yeah, the revolver also doesn't break his wrist with kickback. No! Yikes. And Jesus, again, Travis has got some monstrous forearm strength. All those late nights of steering one-handed. Oh, meat gaff. I guess I could have used that, but I also don't want to get within 3 feet of that thing. Okay, still doing okay on ammo. Looks like this is like a diner? A diner with a tremendous counter. Okay, bar seats. That makes sense. I know that whatever hell I'm enduring, yours is worse. But damn it, this is so hard. It's like you're dead, but you're not. The hell I love it is gone, but your body is still here. I have slept alone for the last 2 years. I've become so bitter, so sleazy. I'm no father to Travis. I can't even look at him some days. What is it going to take to bring you back? Yours forever, Richard. Tough trucker? Yeah, you know what would be interesting? So take that concept, tough trucker, and combine it with desert bus, where you spend the exact amount of time driving a strip of desert interstate with a bus that kind of leans slightly to the left, and so you have that very very banal but also kind of annoying trip, and at the end you get into a fist fight that ends badly. The fire hydrant near a swimming pool is an interesting choice. Hold on, just 1 second. Oh, cat. All right. We're back. Huh, that's funny. The bar looked sufficiently distinct. I thought it would be something I could do. But no. This is good. I've got to say, whenever there's a game room in a video game, oh wow, it's gonna load up on pool cues while I'm here. But whenever there's a game room in a game, I feel that that game is obligated to show me clever and or interesting arcade cabinets. This appears to be the kind of game room that always disappointed me as stealing the title game room for lesser purposes. I only smoke when I'm happy. Again, Travis's passive observations continue to be very interesting. Alright, there's air hockey. I have seen that in places where I have also seen arcade. There we go. This is what I'm talking about. I don't know if that's a 100% accurate statement. It seems like part of it's working okay. There's a pinball museum in downtown Seattle that as soon as things get more squared away with the COVID, I would love to go back to.
Have some money for the pinball?
Yes. About this afternoon.
It's okay. I just want to play the pinball.
Sure. There. I'm going back to the room for a little while. Wait for me here.
I wonder if that is what happened to Travis before his dad went off and shot himself. does it say? Tokens, tokens, tokens. It overstates its case. It is, in fact, only one token. Singular, needs to be said only once. Restrain yourself, token. The monsters as memories. Only smoking when you're happy is a rare trait. That is true. Although, I mean, honestly, if you're going to set some sort of limit on your behavior that will get you to quit smoking, that might be a good one. This is interesting. We've got tender memory/healing music playing while we are fighting monsters. Stab him! Dude, do it! There we go. These bird cages? Oh, they're animal cages. Pardon. Gouges in the wall. So, I'm unclear what my purpose was here. I don't think I picked up anything. Yeah, I like when Akira Yamaoka does more electronic stuff for the games. Okay, I'm wondering if I have to find a mirror, then go into the laundromat and fix it there. Ooh, I probably don't want to be that close to that thing, but here we are. Now, something else that is interesting to complicate, or maybe fill in a crack in the discussion of the value of the grain, is if you notice there, the status screen also uses TV grain to indicate fading health. And it goes from green, which is good, to this sort of neutral yellow, and that neutral yellow gets more staticky as health decreases, and then it gets red. So, I don't know what that does for you, but it's there. Good thing I stole 4 of them. All the way at the end, God. Petruvian Man is not not usual motel fare for wall art. See, this is kind of embracing the more dungeony design of special rooms you can go into, dead ends that have their own rewards. Oh, okay, cool. I do not, in fact, have to go to the other world for this. Okay, bring on the chairs. All right, let's try our token. And we have notes to guide us through this. Low spin, 60 wash, drain, then pre-rinse. I can't read any of this. Huh. These appear to be using symbols that are not universal enough to me to really know what to do with. Alright, let's start this again. So low spin looks like this. $60 wash looks like that. Drain looks like that. And pre-rinse. There we go. Cool. Thanks, Mode 7. Have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. We'll be doing Resident Evil Outbreak next week. I mean, next stream on Saturday. So if you want to come by, we'll be playing that on the servers. Cleopatra. Oh, glad you're still here, Ark. Yeah, I use streams to get me to sleep as well. As a matter of fact, hopefully this won't pass over into the way hopefully this won't pass over into the way that Saturday stream goes, but I actually do use Outbreak streams as a way of helping me to relax and nod off. So. Cleopatra Suite. Is that's on the second floor, yep. Huh, Travis thinks the snake pattern is cute. Okay, so not this entrance. Out there. Go upstairs. Cool. Oh, here we go. That's my key. Ooh. I don't think this pool cue is up to the task of anything I'm going to meet. These melee weapons at this point really are best for hitting them when they're down. Hey, Smiley. Yeah, I thought that maybe they assumed that those were universal symbols and that I did not have the tools needed to solve it, but I was wrong and I should have given them more credit than I did. I am noticing that the camera placement obscures where mirrors might be. I wonder if that's a way of handling those rooms that, you know, just for setting and context should have mirrors without putting anything in there that would be confusing, because mirrors have an actual function here. That's funny. Service instructions as Silent Hill aesthetic. That's pretty eerie. The light flashing in there as though there were a television on. Cause of death, snakebite. Okay, so it seems like there are a variety of deaths that I'm accounting for with these objects I'm finding. Ooh, is this gonna drop me down? This is going to drop me into the Rose Suite, which I think is the one that had Lisa's coat on it. Oh. Well.
Lisa.
Travis.
You have a habit of popping up where you're not wanted, Mr. Grady. Isn't it time you left town? I can't. Try harder.
they both seem to accept as fairly normal that he did just drop through the ceiling and appear from inside their hotel room. Okay. No, that's not what I want to do, because I'm not facing that direction. Okay, let's go back one more time to search that room. Okay, so they were shooting or whatever you do with White Claudia and sleeping together. With your, of course with shotgun ammo. What did I just pick up? So I know I grabbed something, but it didn't, it seemed to skip right by it. Oh, here we go. Almost ready, but we must hurry. I sense our hold on her power weakening. I worry that she draws strength from the core I hold. I will leave it behind, hidden in this darkness. It will be safe. Grady is unlikely to return here. He is still running around town chasing after ghosts. He is ignorant of the bigger picture anyway. I will wait for you here. Finish your business and join me soon. The time approaches. The flower house is shattered, thrown to the wind, and her will is still buried deep in a sleeping mind. This time the ritual will succeed. Okay, so the three pieces, the pieces that I have been gathering, are likely the flowers. So just one more needed. That's interesting, Mirth. So, like, you feel like it's intended to... No, that's fine. That's interesting. Like, do you feel like the grain is intended to, like, kind of create, like, a barrier of separation between the player and the game? And that makes you kind of like an observer more than a player? Oh, that was a waste. Come on. Oh, man. All right. Let's give this thing a portable TV. Wow, these things have some life to them, don't they? Well, to its credit, game's having an effect. Cause of death, overdose. Let's see, where are we? Oh, I guess I haven't made it here in the other world. Maybe I need to get to room 500 through the other world. See a sledgehammer. I would like to have the sledgehammer, please. Thank you. Ooh, a lot of blood in this bathroom. Looks like this room is here for the sledgehammer. Film was being broadcast? I mean, yeah, that's one way to explain the overlap for sure. A dual medium thing where you're seeing one than the other. Huh. This looks similar to the ceremonial dagger that they had us use in Homecoming. I think that's fair game. Anyway, even if you don't know a lot about the Silent Hill lore, I do think that there has to be room for an understanding of a game, even if it is set in a broader context like that. There has to be room for a way to appreciate it on its own terms. So I think this line of speculation is totally fair. I mean, outside of games, you know, there are so many different art objects and things of the like that we only have partial context for, but appreciate nonetheless. Using RF cables. It's funny. When I shake it, I can hear something rattling around inside. Can I just break it? Oh, I think there's a vice or something I can use on that. Okay, cool. So, I'm guessing that the diner is a dead end, so let's go back here. It's getting a little late, so I think that when I find a save point, I'm going to call it, but we're going to keep going until then. Nope. Okay. Okay, I guess this room is just vacant. Maybe it's something, there's like a secret there on like a New Game Plus. They sometimes do that. Blip. That's good. I'm glad I finally figured out that strategy. Because that makes the melee weapons less frustrating to use and more relevant to strategy. Ooh, that's a good camera angle. Without forcing me to rely on them as like my primary attack. Oh, it's just a neat camera angle. Gotcha. Oop. What might make the static even more confusing is that if you were like playing this, at least under this current setup, is the resolution is very low, and so the static actually matches, it gets a little too close to the quality of the image that it's trying to obscure, so it actually winds up sort of like blending with it in a way that rather than, you know, sort of tactically obscuring it, it kind of just becomes it. Ooh, running low on this. I bet I know what that's for. Let's go ahead and take care of this now. Perfect. I bet this gets a stabby. Yep. Looks like another victim photo. Cause of death stabbing. Alright, well, that certainly fits the key, doesn't it? I wonder if I need to use these photos as objects at some point. Pixelated static, I know. Blowing your mind with that one. Okay, so this will drop me down. Well, into one of these rooms. Yes, here we go. Cool. Here we go. Oh, okay, this is the maintenance hallway. Whew. This is not a good place to be. the thing that I find most upsetting about this is that when you are looking through like a hole, like a peephole or something, like a security hole in your door or whatever, you no longer have awareness of your environment. Cause of death, broken heart. I wonder if that's his dad. And so it, like, even though you yourself have some, I don't know if mastery is the right word, but an edge on one situation by being an observer and unseen, you also make yourself very vulnerable. And it's distressing. To a ghost. There's no pretending now, is there? We both know that thing at Cedar Grove isn't you. You died the day you tried to kill our son. When I brought your gift today, when you smashed it, I finally woke up. I've been dreaming all these years, kidding myself that you'll be right one day. The Helen I loved is dead. God, this is dark. I try to remember how it was all those years ago today when we got married. I can't remember anymore. I'm tired. I know Travis will be fine on his own. I'm going to see you again, Helen. Yours, in forever, Richard. Man, I don't know if killing yourself after your spouse suffers a debilitating disease or condition in Silent Hill is the right thing to do. A forced perspective? Yeah, that would actually be really interesting. I think that Moss was very interesting in how well it showed a forced perspective or a fixed perspective can work. Ooh. Yeah, this is not a room I would want to just teleport into. Let's see. Okay. Got a save point at employee parking. And I'm gonna try to run for it. Although, oh man. Let's see if there's one just around the corner here. I was thinking something that's an interesting thing about the way these levels work is they look like they're sort of like open dungeon, free roaming, but with the way it works, in particular with the mirrors, they are actually in fact very linear. You're just going to different locations in a prescribed order. And so with a more free-roaming thing, you might feel like you have access to, you know, a save spot in some kind of central location, but you actually don't. Yeah. Let's check out the maintenance room again and see if we can get into storage. The developer's room. Good work. Okay. The answer is no. I wonder what do I have keys for? Oh, no, wait. Okay, I know what to do. There's that breakable heart, and I've got a vice, and I can go through the mirror, break the heart, get some sort of key, probably one that opens room 500, and then skedaddle. This is it. Okay. Yes, in fact, I do need to do that. Yes. Wedding ring. To my June bride, love forever, Richard. Okay, so it's June 13th. I'm wondering if this is the point where I'm supposed to know what the answer to that is. Okay, yes. FAQ confirms that I should have all the cues I need to solve this puzzle. Let's make sure I'm going. Okay, yes. Cross here into employee parking and into reception. Is this right? Is this right? Yes, it is right. Oh. Okay. Interesting. So apparently the other clue is my lucky coin. From when my parents died. Okay. So 61. January, March, April, May, June. 6/12/61. Oops. Let's go back. Excellent. An empty circular project. Okay. This is a very involved contraption for real-world Silent Hill. Ooh, room 500 key. Okay. I need scissors. That is, it's a rotary calendar and also plot device, yes. The kind of thing you just kind of tick, slide the numbers up and down to determine what date you're looking at. So, I know I said we'd call it when I found a save room, but we're right at room 500, so I'm going to go ahead and open that, and then we'll see what happens after that. Yep, I've got reflective music to carry the mood as I hike my way past all these monsters and carcasses. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, it's got to be in the other world. Which... Okay, 2 doors down on the left. Whew! Jesus. Hold on. Alright, who's ready for a source of Silent Hill trauma? Alright, so this would be Travis walking back from playing pinball forever.
Daddy?
Oh, here's the save point. Perfect. I'm guessing we're at a boss fight. Oh yeah. Long staircase. Going straight to hell.
Daddy. I won the game. I still got a quarter left. You want the quarter? Daddy. Wake up. Please, Daddy.
I'm not sleeping, son.
Daddy.
You knew I wasn't sleeping. Why did you stand there for so long? It wasn't right.
Please, Daddy.
It wasn't healthy, son. Daddy, this is insane. Time you faced up to what happened. Your mother and I will see you in heaven, son.
I mean, honestly, all things considered, that's a pretty optimistic takeaway from this. So, I've got a strategy. I'm going to continue shooting this with a gun until it dies. Okay. The strategy worked.
How is this even possible? Dad, how could he do that to himself? Why won't you let me forget? Why are you doing this to me? Come out! Come out! I've got your thing for you. Happy? You dug up my parents. What now? When do we get to look inside your sick little mind?
Yeah, I appreciate the gumption, but with Alessa in the other world, I'm not sure you're in a position to negotiate.
This isn't right.
I mean, I know I can look at the map, but I kind of want to enjoy the dramatic moment of finding out where I have woken up. This is the hospital? Whoa.
This is the last one.
Okay. I guess one on the far right. In fact, it is not. Well, this actually might be a good place to call it. It is kind of late, and I need to eat. And this will be a good thing to pick up on with a fresh mind next week, where we'll be doing part 5, final part of Silent Hill Origins. On Saturday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we're going to do the first few scenarios of Resident Evil Outbreak. Going to be playing on the fan servers there. So, yeah, thanks everybody for coming by, and I hope you have a great night and enjoy the conversation about static and film grain, and look forward to more of the same next time you guys stop by. Have a great night.